Welcome to episode 58, it says here, to our Football Manager Hobo To Hero playthrough. So, for today, I guess the prospect is facing Selangor again, away from home. Last time out, we won. So, obviously we will win today. Easy, right? I doubt it. There's also a slight requirement change here in the amount of foreign players. We will have a problem here. So somebody from the youth needs to be on the bench. Most likely. Dead, or somebody needs to change their nationality all of a sudden. That will not happen. So, I guess we will have some sort of a challenge going on here. We'll see. Well, let's recap last session for a little bit. So we won 1-0 against Selangor away from home, and then we had a quite convincing game facing, I can't recall the name. Negeri Sembilan FC. Whatever Negeri stands for. So yeah, we faced Negeri Sembilan FC. And that went down as a 3-0. Also, Jinsu Sum seems to be in the form of his life, at least for now. So I'm very happy with that. If only he had another nationality. Legal rules are stupid. Anyway, so we have 9 days. Primary concern now, nobody should get hurt. And we are hoping for some reasonable preparation here. Overall this looks decent. So I'm not too concerned. There's also quite a lot of sharpness in the squad. Hi Mies, welcome back to the stream. So it feels like... What the hell is this? Sure. Liridon Rasni at Sabah? A 34-year-old central midfielder. This one? Okay. So. Oh. He's been in Nuremberg. 2010, okay. I certainly can't recall that. Interesting. He wants to be a scout too. This is very, very interesting. I don't care much about the scouting attributes, but this... That's a lot. Don't you think? What's the nationality? Is he Malaysian? He's Malaysian. I will let him to the shortlist, I think, to the staff shortlist. Maybe once we can pay our scout some wages, we can grab him. That would be really great. Seems like he still plays for Sabado, so we'll see. Well, thank you very much for the recommendation. That's a good idea. Yeah, and as a player, he will most likely not make it to the pitch for us. Okay. Well, it might take a few more years, but he has a ton of scouting knowledge all over the place. Or at least, in general, he knows about the leagues. Let's put it that way. Baharudin is pleased. That's our head of youth development, who's a model professional. Well, he might develop way differently in this save. Still, I think he will probably have good mentals and stuff, given that he was all over the place and he's starting to decline probably a little bit. What was his age? 30-something? You... Okay. The Bala League. What the hell is Bala League again? Penalties twice? Sure, why not? So, we finished this match 3-0. I'd say this is within the realm of possibility in general, but the result is probably one goal too high. Have a look at this. Oh. I think you mentioned that previously. I recall the name, but that's about it. So, yeah, the recent results are pretty good. We're very happy with this, aren't we? Which brings a problem to the table. We have too many players that are foreign players. And for example, Yilmaz never made it to the pitch due to foreign player requirements. That's really bad. So we still play Bajwal Hisham here. And a similar argument for Carlos da Costa Lima. So I guess the question is, do we want to loan them out? Can we? He doesn't want to be offered out for loan, I guess. You have discussed the issue with Yilmaz. I'm not sure I have. Okay. Okay. Well, so for today, we're hoping that nobody gets hurt. I see. Moritz Leitner. Did he end his career already? Is he that old? He's 31. I mean, yeah. He made it from 1860 Munich to Borussia Dortmund, was in Augsburg and Stuttgart, with Lazio Rome, Norwich City, FC Zurich, and now he's without a club. That does sound fun. So, our club will play the under-19 of Johor DT, which means we can play some of our players. The question is, whom? So, it's very unlikely that we will play Ahmad for 90 minutes anyway, in this match. So as a result, I think we can play him 90 minutes here. And the other one is Harsh Singh. He didn't play for 90 minutes either. So we'll let both of them make an appearance here. No problem whatsoever. Training report on Aslan. That's not a positive training report, is it? He thinks he should do more quickness training. Are you kidding me? The happiness with the training is all over the place in the under-19s for some reason. But you do have training. In fact, a lot. There's no match here. Doesn't matter. So we'll do it like this. Maybe switch these two. That's wrong. Maybe like this. Still, so the under-19s, the players are unhappy. Why is that with training? More quickness training. Everybody wants more quickness training. But we do have quickness training. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – –– here. So maybe they despise the fact that there's a specific endurance session in here. That's weird. They will need to get used to it. There's an overall training session in this. I think this should be fine. So I hope you all had a good start into the week. Now we deal with the schedule. Great. We do match Saturday here. This should be appropriate. And the under 19 sessions we just adapted, so I will keep it that way. Nice. How did it go so far? And more importantly, yeah, just need a striker. I was about to ask. What happened to Valdu? I guess Subin is not the one you were looking for. He's part of the under 21s. Ouch. That's a drastic measure. Let me guess he's not happy with it. Just imagine we would put Elbak Chuck still down there. I won't. Scouting report for Selangor. As last time, they are very threatening. But the last time we had, I guess, the good luck that Boakie didn't play from the start. Also, Tiny can't jump, but Nyholm can. This is really, yeah, that's just stupid. It's basically a half a year of disciplinary action, if well, minimum. And if he finally realizes that he needs to suck it up and continue playing for you, then well, how long's his contract? So we will play away. Last time this went fairly well. I do expect us to have a problem though this season. So he will rot there until he's gone. Well, it's still cheaper than giving him what his demands of like 5x his wages, right? Mahasir, by the way. Only the strength and the positioning would be a little bit better. But there seems to be some development on Mahasir's side, so I like this. Maybe we'll let him play next time too. 7.0 rating. 7.8. Did he score? No! He had the assist. He provided the assist for a wonderful goal. And I'm quite sure Mies wants to watch it again. This one. No further comment needed. It's just a beauty. Well, that won't happen anytime soon again. So I think we realized last time that this person here is very much an attacking player. And the positioning might be a 7 or an 8 only. Which is, well, problematic, but also an opportunity, and it's similar here. $5K. But Are we talking 5k per week or 5k as a bonus? Under 21s match. Carlos da Costa Lima is able to play there, so we play him the full 90 minutes. 5k per week. Holy shit. What's the wage budget for you? Okay, well, in that case, that's approximately 10%. So for a star player, that seems reasonable. A little bit less, actually. So I would say that's fine. As long as he is star player, which, yeah, most likely he is. Baru wants more quickness training too. It might have to do with my schedule. You wouldn't... Just important player? Well, anyway, that's still alright. As long as... I think the guide to FM puts it as key player. The recommendation is to spend about a third of the budget on key players. And key player is... Thanks. Thank you very much. This is... We're getting to making me rich, bit by tiny bit. I'm not sure about the attitude of throwing a lead pipe to my face all the time, but thanks, I guess. It's something. Well, I see. Yeah. What do we do with Baru? Yeah, and more importantly, is this a thing for the entirety of the squad, or is this just about Baru? Uh-huh. So, it's Mendrok and Fakrula as well that are somewhat unhappy with the lack of quickness sessions. How do we deal with this? Let's look at these schedules again. So, assuming... Well... But we are expected to play possession and defensive football. Or aren't we? I don't know. Maybe not defensively reliable, but I think it's entirely within reason to play defensively minded. To train defensively minded. Just look at these results. Where the hell is it? Home screen, probably. We did concede 2 goals overall so far. Long may it last. So I don't think I will do anything. And if they want to do more quickness training, they can do their running at home. Abedin turned 17, so that means we can loan him out? Balanced, tries to play way out of trouble. Yeah. Also places shots on somebody with 13 points of finishing and no composure whatsoever is probably unlikely to succeed. So, please give me the money. We'll try. Well, that will not work. Transfer window's not open. Time for a break. So, a few messages came up about Chuchu wanting the job as a chief scout again and again. But that's the only one that applies. And the match preparation phase in Selangor. Apparently transition phase is really important. They have quick forwards, so I kind of see that. And last time we trusted the assistant manager and it worked, so why would that change? Attacking free kicks and defending corners, well, I guess that could be a thing. I do not know who will be replaced though. Who's the least important foreigner on this squad right now? And maybe we can also talk to them about their last match to push morale a little bit further. Yeah. Okay, so who do we put on the bench instead? One of the youngsters. I get a sense of a profound feeling of dislike somewhat. I will probably push him into the first team all the time just to annoy you. Or maybe not. Maybe he will perform so well that you will just accept it. So, good goalkeeping on his behalf. Apparently I can't comment on it. Christopher barely played. Diego had 4 out of 4 tackles. We can probably praise him for that. That's fine. Didn't create any chances though. If I recall correctly, it's the job of a midfielder to create chances. Amongst other things. Elbow Chuck still, 6.8 rating. Didn't score. He provided a bit, I guess. Didn't create much. I guess I won't comment on it so far. Bakrula, 7.2. 4 out of 5 headers. Passing is fantastic. As is the tackling, by the way, even though it's just 1 tackle. So we will praise that. Which I will praise the goal scoring here. Very well done. It'll probably be the only time. So he scored. Easy one. Kamarudin didn't play. He's ready to make a comeback pretty soon though. Mazir. Well, he had the assist, but also the tackle. I think we can't praise the assist, so we go with the tackling. This is dangerous. Alright. Masrin 6.8, no chances created. That's an easy one. At least from my perspective. So, no chances created here. McManamy, he had 1 pass. I will not comment. Mandrook didn't play. Harsh Singh played for 5 minutes, maybe. Zakaria 7.2, that's better but not impressive just yet. Great tackling. Ahmad, 1 pass. Ankun came off in minute 90. Had the assist. 2 chances created, but the low-hanging fruit here again is the tackling. Badrul Hisham, 7.0. And again, tackling's the low-hanging fruit, so we go there. Baru, he scored. Good job. And now we're back with the goalkeeper. And we can't praise him. Apparently I did after last match or something. So, there's also training. Sure, let's have a look at the training ratings. It's basically the same. We talked to the players, right? Zacharias training rating on 9.25 is decent. Which reminds me, let's talk about this. So, is there an added benefit to playing Zakaria as a halfback so far? Tactically, I guess the success is there for some reason. So it's might be appropriate to play him as a halfback. But I'm not so sure if I want to do this for the remainder of the season. On the other hand, he will be more included due to being a halfback, I guess, with his passing and stuff. So maybe keep him like this. Where were we? Judging training performances, so that's fantastic. No concerns. Mars here trains really well. I did not expect that, to be honest, from the new guy. He comes in and he hit the ground running, basically. Ahmad trains well, which is good. Harsh Singh. Great performance in training, so I will put this on Sharon Nollet, actually. He recommended that we bring him along, and for now, well, I guess rotting in the under-18s didn't do him any good. But ever since he's been with the senior squad, he trains well at least. And now we are in the lackluster territory. 7.5 something. It's like, this is all a positive, but depending on who the player is, I'd rather not comment on it. This is not good enough. But we criticize these players repeatedly. Basically everyone in here. So I will not do that. We'll just let them see. And the under-19s in training, let's have a look. Might as well push their morale a little bit. So 7.8 is great. And a 7.55 I can live with too. The rest of it is not so good. In particular stuff like this. He doesn't want to have a target. But still maybe? Let's set a 7.0 target. Alright. Rosalie, criticize that. Doesn't like it. Muhammad. Apparently we criticize him too much. Alright, let's do a 7.0 training target. That's better. 6.35. That's not good enough yet. Abedin. Apparently I criticized him too much. 6.4 is not good enough, is it? 6.55 on Aziz. And now we're getting into the areas where I think this is not good enough for a player long term. But for now it will suffice. RC has a knock. He got a tight calf. Okay. He'll be fine. Hopefully, he'll be fine. We face Selangor. So, recommendation is to put on Mendrook for Mazir. I don't think I will. So, we'll have a short break and then we will figure out how to replace one of these players. I'm not sure which one. So, think about it. Gary? So, I thought about it, and maybe we can have a look at it from the perspective of the under-19s. We have a tolerable playmaker-ish type here. Problem is, he managed to be out with a twisted ankle. 9 days out so far, and it will take another few days, at least, so he will not be available. As a result, McManamy probably is not the one to replace. Selamat. I mean, I guess he counts as a playmaker. So, we could bring along Jumaat. He's outspoken and volatile, I'm convinced already. Saidi won't help. Where's the left back? We don't need a left back, I think. That, or we bring one of the strikers. No, I think, I guess the best opportunity is to bring him with us. Muhd, yet another youngster. We will throw Lee McManamy from the bench. It's still more than 4. Holy shit. Where's Muhd? Here. He goes to the bench. So how many do we have? Well, there's a maximum of 4 foreign players in the whole squad. So we will need to bring along Jin Soo-sum. Without a doubt. He plays really well recently and I want him to be in goal. These two don't matter. Mahathir is Malaysian too, Mazrin is as well, Zakaria is, Ankun is, Diego is, Bauru is, RC is, and Elbokchak still isn't. So we're talking about 2 bench players, and we have 3 on the bench. So either we find another defensive midfielder, which is available, or somebody to replace Guit, which is also somewhat available in the under-19s. According to the star rating at least. Do we have a pressing forward like striker here? Not really. I mean, I guess Selamat. He's horrible as a pressing forward though. So we would need to play him as a poacher, that's not that much of a problem. The alternative is to find somebody in midfield. Baharin. I'm not impressed. Rosley. Wow. 4 points of passing on a midfielder. I guess he's defensively minded. So that does make some sense. Yeah, we'll do that. We will bring Rosley with us, and Mendro can stay at home. Oh no, he can't, because he can play a ton of positions and we need him, don't we? So I guess the question is who's better? Ahmad or Guit? Go to the 19s again. Who of all of you is capable of playing an attack in midfield too? I think we had one. He's probably out on loan, isn't he? Of course. So Jafar would be able to do that. Sure. Farid Ahmad. Of all the players. Okay. Yet another Ahmad. What could possibly go wrong? He's also entirely out of shape. So now we satisfy foreign player requirements. Barely. We have a goalkeeper on the bench. We have 2 central defenders on the bench, so that will suffice. We have somebody that can do right back in the person of Mendruk. Muhd is, guess, a playmaker-ish type to a degree. We have Christopher for the wings, Ahmad for attacking midfield in case it comes to it, or central midfield if we need to rotate a little bit, and Farid Ahmad to replace Elbakchak still at some point. I guess he can finish. Can't do much else though. Who knows? Surprises are possible. Also, something came to mind recently, and this is about our tactical blundering so far. Silver what happened to him? General character had a positive effect, as well as some negative effects. Well, great. Kamarudan's back in training. He's on the bench already. No, he isn't. So, do we want to bring along Singh or Kamarudan? Singh played recently, Kamarudan didn't. He does have some versatility though. Singh, on the other hand, well, he does develop a little bit. I think we'll try Kamarudan anyway, just due to the match load. I think that makes sense. Yeah, about the tactics. So, I had a thought. I don't know when. Somewhere at some point around the day, I guess. The way it lines up on the pitch. Maybe we can have a look at this. No, not really. But the way the lineup shows on the pitch is Elbok Juxtel actually in the defensive phase of play. I'm not talking about mentality. Elbok Juxtel drops back quite a lot. And given that there's a gap in attacking midfield, he drops back all the way to the position of an attacking midfielder, more or less. Even a little bit more. So the middle is really quite congested most of the time, because there's 4 men in the middle defending. And as a result, the middle of the pitch is highly susceptible to produce turnovers for us. There is also obviously the emphasis on that, given that there's a pressing forward up front. So my argument here is either we got lucky or we figured something out that works well. Because out of possession, we did try to trap them on the inside recently, funnel the ball into the middle. But this graphical representation doesn't really show what's happening in entirety, because Elbok still is way up front. But in reality, I think he contributes at least a bit to these turnover situations. And it draws them in to a degree. So I would argue it's probably a good idea to enable that all the time, and maybe take it off sometimes. Because, well, it's suited for the formation. And we will need to have a look in the other formations, maybe it won't work there. But I think that's what we're going for, at least for now. I hope that makes sense. I'm very interested in your comments. You're the ones usually to correct me on the tactical side after all, so feel free. He's available. One more Terengganu player. I remember, I guess he can come for a trial. Why not? No problems with that. 30-year-old center back though. I mean, I guess he had some experience, most likely. Yeah, exactly. So, but that results in him, my impression so far is he contributes way less in attack, but he does help with the shape of the team. And we didn't get devastated just yet. We're 4 matches in now, so it's really hard to say. But I suspect that the amount of contribution had an effect in defensive stability. Maybe I'm overdoing it. The sample is really small, so hard to say. Anyway, I need to do a bathroom break, and afterwards we'll get to the match. So, BRB. Hi. So there has been a question. Mies, you mentioned that we do play for set pieces, but we don't even bother setting them up. That's correct. I play for set pieces because it's, well, from 2 perspectives. First of all, it is required to make the most of set pieces. So it makes sense to have more of them, I guess. And second of all, and that's more important, it helps us keep control of the game. Set pieces are a way to get the ball back, in a way. And I very much like this. Or to retain it. So, it is a component of possession-based football. That makes sense. And given that we are still considered the underdogs, having the ball is a good idea. As a defensive measure. So, even though we might not make the most of set pieces in the end, this might be a negative, I think we will be fine having more of them. Now, making most of set pieces, I'm not sure if penalties count. But we did have a few of those. The problem with the squad is, though... Where's attributes here? Can we have attributes for set pieces somewhere? Probably technical. Where is it? So, the free kick taking says Ahmad and Jacksdell are the best free kick takers. Corners? Even worse. RC, Anko, and Christopher on a 6. So, the reality of the situation is we are kind of bad at them. And obviously we could train them, specifically. In fact, that's probably not the worst idea. Sure. So he can go to corner taking, maybe. Where the hell is it? Here. And elbow Jacksdell's free kick taking is not a primary concern, but maybe he can. He's on endurance training right now, though. So I'm not sure if I want to focus on free kicks. There were a few others. Well, I do think set pieces will be important somehow, but... sorry, there was a pop-up in OBS. Yeah, I do think they are somewhat important, but that's why we train them after all. It's part of the regular training schedule now, set piece routines. So I'm hoping that there will be some improvement on, in particular on the takers. Holy hell. We will face Tiranganu afterwards. With a 2-day gap. That's... Well, judge for yourself, won't you? So... let's also have a look at the hierarchy. Not much changed. Not yet. I'm really hoping that Zakaria, now being an important player, will make it to influential player at some point. That would be great. And Zulkifli here. Huh. We'll drop him down to the under 21s for now. Alright. Do we need to scout one of these matches? Naga, our non-league team these days. If we get fired at some point and we want to manage in Malaysia again, we will take Naga UKS. I like the kit colors in general, this is really pretty. Also, this reminds me of something. Didn't we have something similar in Indonesia, Mies? So maybe that's why I'm somewhat familiar with it. Anyway, this is a match between... Yeah, but you included a dragon on the kits, if I recall correctly. Back with PSIS. So it was kind of similar. And we'll scout this too, because why not? Oh! They were done prior to our match. Or is this halftime? This is the latest score. Okay, not as if we care, do we? Fine. So, we will have our tactical meeting. There's barely any stuff at all. We should tightly mark Yuslan. We'll have a look. And we should bring on Mendruk for Mahasir, so again, foreign player rules are ignored here by the recommendation. As a result, I won't do that. Well, we could bring Mendruk for Mahasir, but I doubt it. They want me to play Mendruk due to the arrangement that we have with his parent club, his actual general club that we loaned him from. But he will leave for Terengganu anyway, so who cares in which position he plays? And if they want him back, they can get him back. Whatever. He'll be gone. So I will play them like this. The only question is, what about the position instructions? So it says to mark Yuslan tightly. Wow. Well, I don't disagree. We should mark him out of the game, but with that off-the-ball movement, that will be really hard. Okay, we'll try. We'll try. Robach. Show him to the left, maybe. He's not that impressive as a crosser. His passing's worse, though. Still, onto the wicker foot. Overall, he's dangerous. Badsley. Weak. Good dribbler, sadly. Good passing, good crossing. Show him to the left, show him to the inside. Produce some turnovers. This is contrary to the way we win the ball back usually. That said, we are somewhat lucky they are out of sharpness. And apparently they decided not to play their star striker, at least not up front for now. So that's a positive. This guy is worse than the other one, the better striker. Funnily enough, well, we don't know about the bench, do we? It's not on here. So, yeah, funnily enough, this is a positive. I have my doubts about that player, though. He's still dangerous. And, well, off-the-ball movement's decent. Good dribbling, good finishing. Passing's not that great. Does shoot with power. Runs with ball through center. Hard to defend. Halim is somewhat hurt, it seems. Back in training after injury. So, he has good positioning and tackling. Passing's shit. So I think we can ignore him from that perspective. The bravery is alright. The strength is alright. Dribbling is low and first touch is low. I think hard tackling is probably not the way to go here. But triggering the press. His composure is 7 only. First touch is 5. If we can produce a turnover here, it's dangerous. Azmi. Passing 7. That's a little bit better, but not by much. Again, defensively, very good. In the attack, not so much. Both of them have no good off-the-ball movement, by the way. So, I guess we will try to mark him out of the game. On the other hand, we want them to play through him, right? He does have reasonable first touch, though. And bravery and strength are not that lackluster either, it's alright. But like the dribbling 1-3 is really bad, but the rest of it is okay-ish. I think I'd rather mark him out of the game. This person, though, is dangerous. The good part is he's played as a left back for some reason. The bad part is he's a very good player. So we can try to mark him out of the game. But that'll be hard. The winger will not have fun. That's Baru's job, I think. This person can't jump, which is great. And he also can't pass a ball, so we will ignore him. For that matter. This one, though, is really dangerous. He also scored a free kick last time, if I recall correctly. Tiny. He's a little bit better passing the ball. Not by much, though. Can't jump either, so floated crosses are a good idea. Rodrigo, not a good jumper either. So the only question is if Nyholm gets his head to the ball most of the time. The rest of them should not suffice. And Elbokchuk still should have a good chance of scoring with floated cross. This one has decent passing but no good crossing. He's somewhat pacey, but the acceleration is low. Bravery is low, dribbling slow, strength is low. Hit him hard. The same with them, really, isn't it? He has bravery, but he doesn't. What about the goalkeeper? Low acceleration and pace, so he's not one to come off the line most likely. Aerial reach is very low, command of area is very low. This is a youngster. Handling is very good. Kicking is good. One-on-ones with 7 is alright. We should try to create more chances against him. So usually we work the ball into the box. I'm trying to suspect that... Well, I'm starting to suspect that shooting more often might be a good idea here. Not necessarily the instruction, but at least not working into the box that much. On the other hand, clear-cut chances against him will be very valuable. Like, the defense might make mistakes due to low communication. The reflexes are bad, one-on-ones are 7 only. Bravery is very low, strength is very low. I think it might make sense to tackle him hard, even if that doesn't happen that often. Composure is really bad. And we want him to distribute the ball, I don't know, towards the defenders, I guess, so we do not avoid short distribution, given that they have reasonably bad passing. Nyholm, on the other hand, is really dangerous. If it's pronounced that way at all, right? We need a squad number on 2 players, 2 of the youngsters. I guess number 2 will be open. Baru is hurt because Nyholm is physically stronger. Yeah, I get that. And marking him tightly out of the game is probably a really bad idea. So... ours or theirs? Theirs. Let's have a look at the tactics again. Left winger and right winger are lacking sharpness. Yes, correct. But what does this imply? His off-the-ball movement is not that high. So maybe we can mark him tightly. Stamina and work rate seem to be okay though. His off-the-ball movement is way better. He will get away from the marker most of the time. I think I'll leave it as it is. This though... So I would want to mark him out of the game, but it will not be possible. The alternative is to trigger the press on him. Baru can probably do that. He will have a hard time though. Well, easing off tackles is probably a good idea. Because Nyholm is way better. Do we have an alternative? I mean, theoretically, but not really. There's not a strong person up front that can play for him. We just need to hope that the impact on the match is not that high. Nyholm's impact. It can't be any higher than the last match, I think. It wasn't... I'm confusing something, I think. We won the match against Selangor last time, so Nyholm wasn't the one that scored the free kick, it was somebody else. Still, a really good central defender in general. Alright, so what do we expect now? Nothing, really. Everybody expects us to lose. We will challenge them to pick off where they left out last time. That worked for some of them. Let's talk to the players on an individual basis, maybe? Sum. More of the same, please. Badrul Hisham. I guess we have faith. Bakrula... Trust in you. We want to see more of the same. Can we do that? I don't know. The more of the same thing doesn't seem to work most of the time. Ankun. I'm not sure if this emphasizes pressure or if there's trust in it. Baru. Harsi. So, funnily enough, Baru and Harsi both performed recently. That has been a long time coming, though. Okay, it's something. So, we'll have a break, and then we'll have the match. BRB. Shopee Piala FA first round, at least for us. Can we get a result away from home against Selangor FC? Who knows? At least there's supporters in the stadium. And if we progress to the next stage, that would be very much an unexpected success for us. We're still considered the underdogs, despite winning last time. I think in minute 94 we scored last time out. So we got really lucky, no doubt about that. Good tackle by Nyholm. But not much else. Nice interception. Ankun, that's a foul. Give him a yellow already. He deserves it. And we will encourage them. First chance. Just knock it in. The goalkeeper doesn't know what he's doing. Elbow chuck still. With a lob free kick. Zakaria. Elbow chuck still again. And Baru. The goalkeeper didn't even react. He knew. I'm quite sure. Baru loses the ball. Muhd on the ball. Let's have a look at this, by the way, for this defensive structure. So this is Baru. He's caught out of position here. Elbow chuck still. Helps with the middle, I guess. And this wouldn't have happened. If not for Baru being caught out of position, I think. I blame this on him. Not sure if that's correct, but feels appropriate to me for now. Marzier, Baru doesn't lose the ball. Elbow check still. Distributes the ball wide. Badrul Hisham, Ankun again. Good pass. Diego. Diego didn't take the shot. Mazrin. Diego again. I guess that makes sense. Mazrin. Marzier, Mazrin. This is the central defender and the fullback, by the way, exchanging passes. Ankun. Not bad. Badrul Hisham's clearly not offside. Can we have a cross? Yes, we can. Harsi. We forgot about the floated crosses. Somebody's gotta remind me of this. We did realize that 3 out of 4 defenders are really bad jumpers. So floating them in particular given that the goalkeeper can't control his area and has low aerial reach, does make sense to me. Zakaria, Ankun. Standard combination. Here's Harsi. Out on the wing. At the byline. Nice one. Holy shit, what a block. So close. You gotta make those. That was not a floated cross though. Quite the opposite. Ankun. Maharzir. Next chance. 8 minutes in. It seems like, at least for now, we are in control, despite not having most of the possession. They do distribute in a short manner. Azmi with a good pass for Yuslan, and now it gets dangerous. Or not. Marzia, well done. Mazrin, Diego, short possession pass, RC. Will there be some sort of... No. We just retain possession, it's fine. Marzir, Diego again. Mahazir. Zakaria. Ankun. There's a little bit of creativity at least. Baru. Hisham's right behind him. And we will have a corner, thanks to Badrul Hisham. It's not the perfect opportunity, but it's a good opportunity to maybe get something from a set piece that I didn't even bother to set up, because somebody else might know better than me. Ankun. It's not over yet, is it? Marsh there again. No Indian guy outside the penalty area this time. RC with a floated cross towards Baru. Well, that will not happen. Baru did get the ball though. Weirdly enough, Badrul Hisham, and that's bad. The way through the middle would probably have been the correct one. Oh, Nyholm on the yellow. And another corner. They are way better than us. They should be. But it doesn't show so far. So my only problem here is we didn't take one of these chances just yet. Ankun, elbow check still. This works fine too. Ankun, Parsi. In the middle of the pitch more or less. Mazrin. Don't lose it. It's a cross towards Baru, and we will have another corner. Why not? What do you guys think so far? 21 minutes. And counting chances. RC... That's not a chance. Not for us. Oh, Ankun. That's really bad ball control. Yuslan. Sum. It hit the post. Yeah, with the exception of that free kick, we got really lucky there. An inch further to the right and that thing would have gone in. And Sung was caught. Well, he didn't get the ball. So, if not for the defenders there, somebody might have tapped it in. Now it's a corner. RC is on a 7.4 rating already. I have no idea where this is coming from. Yuslan takes the corner, Mahazir. It's not done yet. Will Mazrin do his job at one point? Maybe. Oh, close him down, close him down. He doesn't. It was a good tackle, but also offside. Badrul Hisham finds Fagrullah. Possession pass, Maharsir, Mazrin, Harsi. Nice short passing. It took a while though. Will Harsi beat his man? I think he will. And that's yet another corner conceded by Nyholm. To be fair, it is highly unlikely that Nyholm gets sent off on a second yellow card as long as he's faced with Baru. On the other hand, maybe there's the odd pairing with Elbak Chuckstill. Or something like this. Again, a good chance. All of these are near post headers, so seems like the set piece instructions work so far. Even if I didn't set them up. Nice one. Rodrigo dives under the ball and Harsi skips past his man. There's just nobody in the middle. Absolutely nobody. Diego maybe. What a bad shot. Second attempt. First goal of the season for Diego. He is instructed not to shoot that much, so that's why he took a while. But in the end, it's in the back of the net. I'm happy with that. It's fine. Just look at it. RC with the possession pass. It went towards Ankun and Diego just intercepted and decided he wants to shoot. Twice, I might add. Did work though. So we are okay. For now. Azmi Abdul Halim. And Muhd again. I guess the biggest concern now is, can we get this... well, can we hold up the amount of chances created that we had so far? And shut them down the way we did for an additional 55 minutes? And obviously this would be really important for us. RC has the ball. Mazrin. Thank you very much for the clip. We'll have a look at it later. RC. Well, I'm just hoping we do get the result today. Mahazir, Zakaria, Ankun drops way back. We do draw them out quite a lot now. So a simple penetration pass at some point will work. Harsi again. He's really in great form today, or in great shape. Ankun skips past his man. Baru, acres of space. Baru doesn't shoot. Badrul Hisham finds Baru again. Ankun, Baru. Now he shoots! Nice. And well deserved. Time to start the praises, I guess. And what a short passing combination. And Baru on his weaker foot beats the goalkeeper. And the 17-year-old youngster doesn't stand a chance in goal. So we can clearly see that. Bad reflexes. No coordination of the defensive four. So, we good? 2-0. I did not expect this, to be honest. Hopefully, we can carry on like this for the second half too. But first of all, here's Harsi. I think Harsi wants to make somebody named Chuchu forgotten. .9 rating now for Harsi. Mazrin. He wants to contribute too, and in what way? Harsi. It's not a penalty, is it? Mazrin. Ankun. It should be free at this point. It's not so much about the amount of chances, but the quality was really nice for some of them. Funnily enough, Elbok Chastel still on a 6.7 rating. Not much to say about his performance so far. But as long as the result in the end is fine, that's a bad pass by Ankun. Baru's pass, much better. Diego, Harsi, he goes past his man, doesn't he? Well, he's trying. Mahazir, Ankun. There's a lot of space there. Elbok Chastel, Baru, Nyholm again on his own. Baru! I don't know why he cuts inside that much. He's right-footed. He plays as a winger. He doesn't give a fuck. He still cuts inside and tries to shoot. This is... Any thoughts so far? I guess these two chances could have been avoided, but otherwise... Wow. I'm really impressed by this. Okay, we need to do a short break again, so we will get through the rest of the match and then we'll watch the second half. Let's go! Yeah, he does. Then again, if we... Like, if this gets the result, and Elbok ends up with a 7.1 rating every single time, what do I care, right? He might provide the odd assist here and there. It's obviously not the way a striker is commonly perceived, but whatever. I'm starting to come... I'm trying to think of an example that didn't score much but contributed a lot as a striker. Diego's hurt. As is... And Harsi has his name taken? What the hell? Arcee didn't foul anyone. Well, he uses off tackles anyway. Yuslan. Well done. That's it. So we could take off Arcee, obviously. We are 2 goals up and Christopher's on the bench. Maybe give him another 5 to 10 minutes, I don't know. And obviously Diego is also a concern at this point. He did have an impact. The problem is we have... Well, who's to replace Diego from the bench, really? That's dangerous. Well blocked. They subbed somebody. Alright, let's have a look at this. So... Ibrahim comes on. Muhd Ibrahim is a left-footed winger that can be shown to the inside. He's also very unsharp. Passing is lackluster, off-the-ball movement is somewhat okay, but the anticipation is pretty bad. That seems like a youngster to me, and well, it says here. So I guess that counts. He's capped at under 23 level. Shall we confirm this? Well, not yet. Do we want to replace Diego? And maybe also Arcee, or do we not? Due to a yellow card, I think that's maybe a bit excessive. We would have Mendruk, but as a box-to-box midfielder, I doubt it. We would have Ahmad available to us. Again, he's not impressive as a box-to-box. He can play penetrating passes, though. So... in minute 50, on the other hand, not sure if this is the way to go. Maybe bring him on later, once we try to specifically go for the counter-attack. And put him to the knife in the last attempt. And Christopher, well, he doesn't even seem motivated so far. You know what? Let's give them another 5 minutes. Hopefully, I will not regret this. We will face a corner here. Yuslan. Who else? Jesper Nyholm with the first goal for Selangor FC. Elbert Chuckstel was there. None of the central defenders had a chance. I don't know what to do about this. This is a really good player and we will have a hard time with this kind of player every single time. So... now they need to get another one, maybe? Long ball by Zakaria. That ends up nowhere. Nyholm with a yellow and a goal. Diego did recover somehow. Nice floated cross towards Arcee. It's a corner. And Elbert Chuckstel is on a 6.5 rating now. Well... Ankun takes the corner. There's Elbert Chuckstel, and this is ways away from the goal. Mazarin, Ankun, and Zakaria. Mahazir, short simple pass, as usually instructed. That's a nice lobbed one. Arcee will get that. Yes, he does. There's a floated cross, and Baru doesn't stand a chance, sadly. Second attempt for Arcee, maybe? He deserves a goal at this point. Ankun. Oh. Maslan comes on for Rodrigo. Let's have a look. Who's that? Maslan is a left defender. Maslan is somewhat unimpressive. Nyholm's on the right now. So, positioning's good. Crossing is most likely a 7, passing only a 5. I guess showing him to the weaker foot might be an idea. So then he would need to cut inside on his weaker foot and play a pass. That's unlikely. He Does have reasonable first touch, but low composure. Bravery and strength are okay-ish. Not one to tackle hard. And him though, he's right-footed only. I don't know why I didn't do this previously. Should have done that earlier. Abdul Karim on the ball. He has 1 to 2 points of passing. That was dangerous. Also offside. What do we do in this situation? Most of them, we can still praise most of them, but some of them need to do better. I guess we praise those with a green rating. The perfect opportunity. It's a cup match that is really important, so let me dabble a little bit with some shouting. 6.6 is not good enough. I will demand more. And he will hate it. Zakaria. Demand more too. 6.8 is okay. I'll encourage him. Mars 02. Everybody will hate me afterwards. So, he's frustrated because I demanded more. Zakaria is pressured. Most of them here are composed, they don't care. But the ones with positive feedback, they seem to be somewhat delighted. I guess we could still have praised the whole team. Didn't feel appropriate though. Baru, not offside. Baru! Is it a penalty this time? No, it is not. Is it a corner? Yes, it is. Minute 62. Who's to come on? Harseat takes the corner. That didn't go well. Ankun picks up the ball. Fakrullah finds Zakaria and nothing. They play a 4-2-3-1. Still. And everybody seems to be overwhelmed by the feedback, so let's try to overwhelm them by our new players. We'll bring on, I think, Christopher. Just due to the yellow card here. As an inverted winger on attack, I should really set this up at some point. Let's have a look at this. Can't shoot. He can cross, he can't tackle though. So. That. Shoot less. He can cross somewhat, I think. Can't tackle though. And taking fewer risks or more risks. Yeah, fewer is fine. He has 6 points of vision. Who else? Shall we bring on Ahmad for Diego? The target forward is the area. Elbokchak still covers that area, right? So that doesn't make sense. Like, let me get there. Well, the description somewhat gives it away. In the general direction of a designated target forward. It's basically somebody that is, well, close to the penalty area at least. And contrary to near post, center, and far post, which is very close to the goal. So it says target forward, but the way I interpret this is it is a ball that draws out the keeper, if it makes sense. But in an area that is usually highly congested within the penalty area. So this is why a target forward is the usual way to cope with this. I still think it makes sense. Well, I could take it off. Yeah, very controversial. You might be right about that. I don't know. You know what? Let's take it off. Maybe you're correct. I have no idea. And to be honest, this includes this introduces some additional creativity, so it's not the worst idea. Yeah, but Valdo played as a poacher. So a poacher does go towards the center area, really close to the goal. Your compilation that you linked me earlier clearly shows that. He's usually like 2 meters away from the finish line. So that makes sense. But elbow chuck still's not there. In fact, nobody's there. So crossing aimed center or near post, far post doesn't make sense. We want the ball to be knocked back and to be put into the goal by Ankun or Diego, also by Christopher and Baru. And well, so far it worked. So I'm prone to fucking up something that worked recently. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I don't want to play Amat. I want to play Amat though. So let's bring him on for Diego. Yeah. Let's bring him on for Diego. He can play a decent pass. So we'll let him do that. And the rest of it, none of it will happen. Is he a hard worker? Not at all. Really, the only thing he can do is play a penetrating pass. That said, with 2 players that can do that, who knows what will happen. I'll encourage them. See the result through. And we will keep the balanced approach, obviously. Wait. Somebody got a yellow card? Who? Who got the yellow card? Azmi. Who's Azmi? Azmi is the Segunda Volante, okay. I don't know, Mies. I'm not sure. So, in particular, a target forward on support duty usually plays here. Around here. So this is exactly the designated area of a target forward. I know for sure that it can work with a deep lying forward, for example. So crossing towards target forward with a deep lying forward or a complete forward on support on the pitch basically does the same. They still try to hit that player. And I think a pressing forward falls into the same category. But I would need to read up on it. I think it is not specifically target forward in player role. It is like target forward in something that works as some sort of a target forward. So usually a physically strong player that can shield the ball against attackers. Not attackers, against the defenders. Yeah, maybe they are bad playing the crosses. That or there was no target available. So that might be a thing too. So I'm not saying you're wrong. Honestly, I don't know. 20 minutes. Just score another one and be done with it. Yeah. Mazrin, Mahazir. Holy fuck, the amount of chances. And of course Nyholm takes a free kick now. Well done. Zakaria, he's not fast. Play a decent pass, please. That's not a decent pass, that's a possession pass. Ahmad, Zakaria again, that's more of a decent pass, but that's not good enough. True. So we will take that off too. That's even more creativity, so they can vary it. That's dangerous. But we got lucky. 20 minutes to go. We were well in control of the match, but it might all come to nothing. Christopher. I rent myself into nervousness, I guess. Christopher cuts a little bit inside. Ahmad. Decent pass. Mazrin. Mahazir. Ankun. Good one. Baru. Badrul Hisham. Doesn't skip past this man. Ankun though. I mean, I guess it was the situation for the shot. Gotta give him that. Abdul Halim, and it's intercepted. Ankun. Ahmad. There's the opportunity, and that's probably offside, isn't it? Fuck! He saw it, it was the perfect opportunity. We could have done it. But it was too late. The pass was too late. Ahmad with a free kick. Zakaria. That's easy for Abdul Karim to save, sadly. Elbow Chuckstill's tired. We have 12 minutes to go. There's no replay of these matches. No second leg of these matches. This is all there is to it. Yuslan, Gorbach. What the hell? Masrin's considered to replace him. Gorbach, Fakrula intercept, second attempt. Shinsiu Sum was beaten, but the crossbar saves. That's an interesting way to distribute a ball. What are you doing? There's another shot. Sure. Low-grade effort. Still. So, we will start to waste time here. We are still up 1 goal. Let them run. We didn't have any chances anymore, did we? Well, one. The one by Ankun. Azmi, Ibrahim on the wing. Alright. So we concede a second. That's really bad though. Because this means we will play for, well, either we get a decision in the last 10 minutes, or we will need to play youngsters. Who's this? Mazrin. The defensive shape is a little bit out of order there. Whom did they bring on? So they brought on this one. He's a good passer. Yeah. Well, I think it is extra time, not penalties, if I recall correctly. So he's a good passer. We don't know about the off-the-ball movement, so I guess we mark him tightly. We try. But in general, seems like a technical player. I think the way this happened, actually, I don't know. Did we cross a lot of stuff that into nothingness now? Without the specific instruction to go towards the target forward? Is this what happened? So, was I wrong to take that off? The alternative, in all seriousness, would be to bring on this guy. He has a good finish. And maybe he can tap one in as a poacher. Don't expect much else from him. We can also obviously sub some of the other players. So, I don't think I want to bring on him. But say Mendrock for Zakaria. Then again, Zakaria is not a major concern right now. So, carrier for Mahasir, given that Fakrula's rating is bad. But, like, at least he's not exhausted yet. Yeah. We'll try carrier for Mahasir. It's not like he did anything wrong. Just want a fresh face on the pitch. And the rest of them I do not want to sub off. So we'll do that. But Rul Hisham and Fakrullah again. Mahazir. Still on the pitch. Ahmad. Christopher. Elbow Chuck still. Decent ball control. Mahazir. Ahmad with a free kick. Maybe. Not this time. He gets there. That's bad. Finds the goalkeeper. But Rul Hisham, there's Yuslan. Unmarked. Again. Gorbach. What are you doing? And we face another corner. Come on, guys. 5 minutes. This feels like Leverkusen versus Stuttgart all over again. Just with slightly different colors and other names. Intercepted for now. Nyholm, Azmi, Ibrahim, Mazlan. They are away from the goal for now. Or not. We were so dominant for the majority of the match, with the chances created. Also, Chin Sung could have saved one of the two. Just putting it out there. Maybe I should have played Mochalil after all. Yeah. Another corner. He was on his own against two. Minute 86. Can we at least get into extra time? For now. That could be offside, it isn't, that's... The first decent save by Chin Sung today. Just run him down. He doesn't. Nyholm. Shown to his left foot. Didn't help. Gorbach. Another cross. Rul Hisham, Chin Sung. Ankun. Ahmad. You can play a pass. He finds elbow chuck still and that's it. Oh! There's your poacher situation. Place your bets. Fuck. That would have been great. Minute 94. Free kick taken by elbow chuck still and the winning goal. That would have been fantastic. It wasn't to be so far though. Mazrin. Last chance. I would take the draw, but it's a cup game. So this will just keep going. Mazrin, no. Didn't hit the head of elbow chuck still. Ahmad with the shot. Close. I guess we go into extra time. Let's have a look at these are really nice spectators, by the way. Just look at the pixels. Perfect. So... we'll go with this. I do think we have been the better team. I will also criticize individuals at this point. None of you were good enough. You can do better. That helped. And they've been playing well. He didn't. A little bit, yes. But... I'm not sure, did we make it last time? Were we thrown out against Johor or against Selangor? I'm not sure anymore. Anyway, this is not good enough. Okay, so you didn't recognize this. Lost in extra time. Alright. Well, let's not lose it in extra time this time. So, you didn't notice, but I snoozed 2 ads. So we will have an ad break here, and then we will have the last half an hour of the match and then penalties. Could. For Zakaria, but he's still motivated. On the other hand, this is a break, so we can use it. So we'll bring him on for Zakaria, that's okay, yeah. Let's see about that, where is he? Here, Mandruk. We have faith in him, he doesn't care. Alright, ad break, BRB. Well, let's just hope that let's just hope Elbok Chastel as well as Ankun don't hurt themselves. Because me certainly has a point there. That's a bad move on my behalf. Zakaria probably would have lasted. Baru. He had such a nice start into the match. And Mandruk. Bakrula. Well, Mandruk certainly interprets this position a little bit differently than Zakaria. Ahmad. Christopher. Doesn't cut inside this time, runs down the wing. And loses the ball to Nyholm. Yellow card for whom? Baru. He does ease off tackles anyway. Ankun, not a bad pass. Baru. Ahmad. That looked like he might lose the ball. Mazrin. Cross goes somewhere. So, yeah, I will put these back on. I've had enough of this. Because I'm crossing towards Baru and all this, that's just rubbish. That doesn't work. So, honestly, I don't care if it works the way I thought it would work or not. But the way the crosses are distributed right now is not appropriate. So I will put this back on. We will have a look at the central defenders again, and if they can't jump, we will go for target with floated crosses again. I still think it is a reasonable way to do things. So he can jump. He's out on the wing though. He can't. He's a 7. He's a 6. He's small. He's not much taller. And the rest of them will not be back there. Maybe the striker. So we'll do the floated crosses again. I don't know if it works. And if a low cross gets us the goal, I don't care. But for now, let's float them in. In hopes that Elbakchak still is at the end of one. Or anyone else. Honestly, I don't care. Mazrin, Carrier. Carrier would be fine too. Mazrin, Ahmad. He can play a pass. Ankun, Mazrin. Ahmad again. Wow! He hit the inside of the post. Great shot. Sadly, he's not from India, otherwise he would have hit that one. Carrier, Ankun. Will we have another one? That looks like a decent opportunity, it might be a corner. It's not a corner, it's offside. Did they sub on the last two? Doesn't show here. Extra time. Let's see. Oh, position instructions can be adapted. This one's new, isn't he? That's a classical poacher, in a way. I don't know what to do about this. Well, it says young striker. That's definitely the concept. Alright. Let's start extra time. We still have one sub to do. They don't. We could try to foul somebody off the pitch. But there's barely any impact anymore. It's only 15 minutes to go. Did they change the formation? Nah. Of course. Well, at this point in the match, I would probably do the same. Just get rid of the ball. Carrier. That's interesting. I would have considered that to be a foul. Maybe. You know, nothing bad ever happened from that, right? Let's just get it done. We could also, in theory, we could have a look at their penalty takers. And, well, this is clearly offside, isn't it? I thought it was clearly offside, apparently it isn't. Anko and Christopher counterattack? In theory. Let's have a look at their penalty takers. So, his penalty taking is 5, maybe. 1 to 2. He's rubbish. He might be okay, I don't know. He's bad. He's not really good. They do not seem to be any good taking penalties. Yes, I can do that, of course. So, my question here is, we could also try to go all-out attack, switch attacking to attacking formation and just throw everything at them that we have, in hopes that we can get the goal. That said, look at that person. That striker's on the pitch now. And whilst we have Carrier as a fresh central defender on the pitch, he's not fast. So, I doubt that this is a good idea. The alternative, obviously, is to go all the way defense. But I can't see that happening either. So I guess I'll keep it as it is. Try to foul somebody off. And we will... Well, if it comes to penalties... Hopefully... I guess hopefully it does. Or we score. But if it comes to penalties, we need to bring on the last guy that can take penalties in our squad. Badrul Hisham. Bakrullah. Mendruk. Ankun. Mendruk. Ahmad's open. Yeah, finally. Ahmad. Christopher. Elbukchak still keeps the ball. Well done. Mazrin. Mazrin's exhausted. Doesn't matter. A run at this situation in the match. Floated cross towards Baru. We had a chance. 4 minutes. Who's the best? I guess 4 minutes is fine. Who's the best penalty taker on the bench? Ahmad has 5 points. He has 3. Kamarudin has 2. And the other Ahmad has 2. I guess it's the striker, isn't it? Whom shall we take off for him? One of the central defenders? That seems concerning. Who's the worst penalty taker on the pitch? He has 6 points of finishing at least. He can definitely take a penalty. You gotta be kidding me. Not funny, man. I guess Badrul Hisham could come off. He's really bad at all of this. I'll wait another 2 minutes maybe. That's free. So it's the end of extra time. There will hopefully not be additional extra time. I will bring the striker for Badrul Hisham. Holy shit. That should be the match if they don't score now. Baru, Mandruk, Ankun. That should be offside. Christopher. It's offside. Encourage everyone. Good luck in the penalty shootout. Still not over. Yeah, he can take his time here. This is undeserved. We should have won this. Then again, the goalkeeper didn't save it. Alright. Who will take penalties? So, we brought Ahmad on. We brought him on to score. The youngster should take the second one. And then, all the goalkeepers on 3 points penalty taking. Wow. We'll bring on, let Baru take the next one. This is so bad. I guess Ahmad. Then Ankun. Chinsiu-sun? Really? The rest hardly matters. Maybe Mandruk and Christopher prior to the rest. Sure. This will not go well. Penalties. Penalties it is. We did practice penalties in training. Can we? We can't praise them. No positive reaction. He's inspired. That's very, very important. And everyone else, we will just encourage them. We can even comment on the players that aren't on the pitch anymore, theoretically. Alright. We'll encourage everyone, we have faith in them. That works for most of them. Everybody's motivated, inspired. Let's go. Oh, penalties, Nyholm first. Of course. Sure. Well, Chinsiu-sun, good luck. Not this time. We are also second in taking the penalty, so that's bad. Put it in Elbok. Decent. The problem with Chinsiu-sun is he's not good one-on-one. Holy shit. That should have been easy to save. It wasn't a good penalty. Ahmad. That's it. They are forced to play with their goalkeeper that is a youngster. So... it's a very even, low-grade contest, I think. Hopefully, Chinsiu-sun can make the difference. Because that guy will probably take a good penalty. Yes, he does. Who's coming on our side? Baru? Oh, no. Good luck, Baru. Shane Thomas Baru. Decent. Hashim. Come on, Shin Soo-sum. You got this. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Fuck. Ahmad has to score. That's a good one. No complaints. Jamaluddin. We have to save this. Or we don't. So now we need to score. And all the pressure is on Ankun. Of all the people, Norman Ankun. Just put it in, man. You got this. Vice captain takes a shot. Decent. Another round. Here we go. Yuslan. Shin Soo-sum. Can you save one? Their penalties are getting worse and worse. No, he can't. Shit. Hopefully this doesn't go all the way to 13. Christopher. Brand new to the club. Well, he was on loan with us for half a year. Well, maybe. Maybe. The goalkeepers are not that good, but one of them might not hit the goal. Christopher. We go to round 7. Mazlan, I have no idea if they are qualified to take a penalty at all. That one wasn't good, sadly. Well taken. Who's coming up? Mendruk. Well, Mendruk. Good luck. I hate this so much. Being second, taking penalties, there's a lot of pressure on the player now. Every single time. Mendruk. Decent. Round 8. Ibrahim. Save it. Fuck! I think he touched it. Oh. So close! Shin Soo-sum will take the penalty himself now. He's the best penalty taker available for now. Oh no! You can do this, Shin Soo-sum. He can. Not a great penalty, doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net. And now you save one. Be the hero, Shin Soo-sum. Come on. Yes! So now we only need to convert our penalty. Who's the one that needs to score? Masrin. At least it's not one of the central defenders. That's still very much a non-contest. Penalty taking 1, if I recall correctly. Maybe 2 points. Doesn't know how to finish. Not prone to score. Get it in. Yes! Whew. Through to the second round. After penalties, and now we have a 2-day gap. That 2-day gap. Well, that's all the recovery time we get until we face Terengganu in the league. Of all the teams. I'm very, very happy. So happy. Alright, that was nerve-wracking. Yeah, definitely. And, you know, thank you very much. Somebody wants an improved deal for Harsey. I can't deal with this right now. You know what we'll do? I know this is a bit of a short one, but as they say, you should end on a high note. So thank you two very much for watching, and we will see each other soon, most likely. But I'll wrap it up here. It's a perfect opportunity. And thanks for keeping me company during this nerve-wracking thing. Until next time, bye.